July 23rd, 2019. Well, I've been thinking about this for, well, several weeks. The last couple days I've been thinking about doing this video. We had some rain and stuff, so I kind of shied away from coming out in the rain to do this. But I just wanted to make a point about the powerful effect that biology can have on your farm, garden, and cropping land versus chemical fertilizers. So I don't even have a big bag of chemical fertilizer here because I don't use chemical fertilizers at all. A lot of those chemical fertilizers actually suppress the biology in the soil, and then they make you dependent on those fertilizers for the entire rest of the growing season because they suppress the biology in the soil. They also can cause imbalances in nutrition and that sort of thing. So my main point here is you can take and put down a real heavy fertilizer, a real heavy chemical fertilizer, and that's the equivalent of hitting your soil with a sledgehammer. But the problem with using sledgehammers is if you hit it too hard or you hit it wrong, you can really break something. Whereas if you use something like an inoculant or a biostimulant or a combination of the two, ideally, it's more like tickling it with a feather. You can kind of tickle it and get it to do what you want and not put a tremendous amount of energy or money into it. So just for example, I'm going out to do 1,000 square foot of my sweet corn plot down here. I guess I'll put a clip of that in here. So this is the 1,000 square feet that I'm going to be foliar feeding and inoculating. It's these second two plantings of corn, not that far one down in the fencing, but these two. So those two little 1 gram increments are going on 1,000 square feet. And we'll get some video shot of this again in a week or so, and I'm sure you'll see a tremendous difference. Of course, I am pairing it with foliar feeds with complete trace mineral and hormonal nutritional support for the plants that I'm growing. That's also important, but the inoculants can really help unlock a lot of the potential of those. And I'm going to put down inoculants. I just got these two inoculants in. I have not even gotten the PZ1000 on the tomato and this upper plot here yet, although I did put the micro 5000 down about 4 or 5 days ago, and the explosive growth and soil health and balance I've seen just since I put that down has been phenomenal. So I'm very excited to see almost immediate results with that. Anyway, I'm getting ready to put down a foliar feed as well as an inoculant on the sweet corn plot, and so for 1,000 square feet I'm putting down 1 gram each here, and that's actually a relatively heavy shot of each of these. So for 1 gram each you can do so much more than you would with even a 50-pound bag of regular fertilizer. So I just want to make the point about you can hit it with a sledgehammer or tickle it with a feather. Which one's more effective? Which one takes more energy? And which one puts back more yield? The inoculant is always going to win. If you get that inoculant paired with biostimulants and the right trace mineral nutrition in your soil, you can make a tremendous difference on a piece of land in a very short period of time. Was exactly like this soil 2 years ago, and this has been worked with trace mineral nutrition, with foliar feeds. I had a garlic crop in here, and immediately following the garlic crop I put in a corn crop, so we've always had plant matter on top, growing at higher rates of photosynthesis and building carbon in the soil. So it's real simple. If you can increase photosynthesis, you can increase the amount of sugars that a plant produces. If a plant is producing excess sugars, it sends them to the root systems to feed the soil biology once its needs are met. And so all those extra exudates, those sugars, are carbon. C6, H12O6, or any other version of sugar, is carbon in it. And that carbon ends up in the soil and building soil organic matter. And it does two things. It sequesters carbon from the atmosphere, which seems to be a big concern these days. And it builds that carbon in the soil and stores it as energy for future plants. If you have any questions or comments, please ask down below. Don't be afraid to ask questions, And let's see, these products both came from Advancing Eco Agriculture, or at least I ordered them from there. They're actually manufactured by Tanio Biologicals Incorporated, which was started by a man named Bruce Tanio, and he was a pioneer in organic and biodynamic farming practices and techniques. So if you're looking for more information, check out Advancing Eco Agriculture, check out their YouTube channel, and don't be afraid to ask questions. And you could also check out NOFA Mass and their YouTube channel. They have tremendously good information on there as well. I hope you find this interesting, and I hope it tickles your fancy. Thanks for watching the Farmacy Seeds Network.